Alrighty, Howdy Neighbors, and welcome back to Case 03, the True Cannibal Boy. Last time we met our leading lady, and then we have my best boy back, and then Jay's here. Okay, let's go. I go to the library, and then we gotta go up the mountain. Let's do the library first. Is it Hope Poly Library? Sure. Oh my god, it's gonna be so much reading. Do you have any resistant legends here in the library? Most of the shelves have literature on overseas legends, but the ones further are local legends. Look at the desk first. Hope Poly Daily. One girl missing, another decapitated. Is the Hope Poly serial killer at it again after a 2-year hiatus? It's Sally. The other girl is the ghostly head I saw. She really was the victim. May her soul rest in peace. Legend of Mount Candy House. There's a giant rock atop the mountain that resembles a house made of candy. That's the name. Footville is so named for being at the foot of the mountain. Long, long ago, a village was said to have suffered from a great famine that lasted 3 years. The villagers were forced to slaughter their work animals and eat the grain reserved for planting the following year. Ultimately, they took their children up to the mountain and abandoned them in order to survive. So many children were abandoned that before long, everything edible in the mountain had been consumed. Many children starved to death, and those left alive had to make a terrible choice of consuming the others' corpses. Religion left the heads intact as a way to mourn the dead properly. It was all in vain, for every last one starved to death in the end. Ever since, it's said that Footville and the neighboring Parrot City are haunted by the vengeful spirits of the children. Yeah, that fucking sucks. But then those evil spirits had to eat human flesh. Who had to eat human flesh became evil spirits. Have you guys ever played Until Dawn? Isn't that how the Wendigo happened in that game? I don't know the actual legend of it. I only know it based off the game, so I'm sorry. But I think that's how it happened. Whoa. The Hope Poly serial murders, number 3. Fuck. Hi! The general assumption is that the same person committed all the murders over the entire 11-year period. But someone pointed out that the second string of murders may have been a copycat crime. First, the frequency of murders differed significantly. Second, the first round of killings, their heads were severed with an unusually clean cut as if sliced off with a sharp blade, and there were no bite marks. However, I'm sorry I keep reading like that. I like I keep like forgetting that I have to, and so like I gotta breathe stupid. So sorry about that. However, police have ruled. Oh my god. However, the police have not been able to investigate this possibility due to the complete lack of suspects. What could anyone hope to gain from copying such gruesome modus operandi? Yes, why would anyone do that, Brucey? How would I know? Maybe to pin the blame on the first killer? Yeah, Brucey. The Hope Poly serial murders number 2. Sup, dude? 3 years went by without incident, and but another string of decapitated victims terrorized the Hope Poly once again, starting a decade ago. The victims were decapitated as before, with their limbs and torso missing. But this time, evidence suggested that the neck was severed using teeth, leading the police to suspect the killer to be cannibalistic. Investigators speculated that the killer didn't eat the head because of the high level of prions in the brain, which can cause degenerative brain disorders when ingested. I remember these killings very well. We were freshmen at Parrot City University then. You both went to university in this area. We did. The murders continued intermittently for 8 years, with a frequency of about 2 incidents a year. But then 2 years ago, the killer suddenly stopped killing again. Now 2 years later, the killer is back? If Marty doesn't remember his past, it's not gonna be Marty. The Hill Polly serial murders, number 1. It's been 13 years since Footville and Parrot City, collectively known as Hill Polly, first experienced horrors at the hands of a serial killer. Me too, dude. The killer decapitated the victims and left only their heads behind. Nearly all the victims had mentioned before their death that a boy had come to tap on their window in the middle of the night. Ew. It sounds exactly like the legend of the Cannibal Boy. Now tell me he actually exists. I think he does, Brucey, my man. Oddly enough, there is no consistency in the victim's descriptions of the midnight intruder. One even said he had encountered a young girl. The killer continued regularly for a year, when they stopped abruptly. Why did the victims have such different accounts of what the boy looked like? Probably because it's whatever. It's a ghost, ooh. The evil eye in Turkey, the Mediterranean region, and other traditions. I don't know why just the picture of the eyes popping up is so funny. Oh no. The ancients believed a witch or evil spirit with malice could cast a curse with just a look to weaken or kill a person. This morning I couldn't move and felt dizzy, and that ghostly head of the girl glared at me. Was that because of the evil eye? To resist the evil eye, you must fight fire with fire. An evil eye for an evil eye. A Nazar, which imitates the evil eye, was thought to be effective. In the Mediterranean region during the 1st century, the middle finger was another way of repelling the evil eye. Oh, it's gonna repel something. A Nazar. Wasn't that what you tried to sell me this morning? I didn't realize it was an actual thing. Deep down, you're still wondering if we're con artists, aren't you? Don't we all? The symbolic role of silver in ancient Europe. The silver turns black when exposed to some poisons, so medieval people used silver to make tableware. Other than that, the witch's house too. They also believed silver was They also believed silver was effective against supernatural threats, such as werewolves, vampires, evil spirits, and the like. Silver is quite useful. Even an ordinary person like you can dawn an evil spirit just by wielding a piece of silver jewelry at it. Whoops. Oh, then surely you use silver jewelry in your exorcism as well. No. But your telepathy doesn't inflict damage on evil spirits. I have my own tactics, and besides, what? If we had the money to buy silver jewelry, we wouldn't be starving all the time. I almost forgot that they were eating evil spirits to satisfy their hunger. Okay, we're all silver. We did it. And then we go up here. Dude, I'm breathing like a moron. Anything new here? No. Anything new to say? No. Alright, here we go. Visit Mount Candy House. Yes! Finally climbed to the top. What's with you? Oh, I forgot Jay's is in a great condition. I still feel miserable, but at least my powers are completely back now. I said I like it when you're frosty, not indifferent. Do you want to experience this pain too? Because I know you can make... Oh, because you know I can make that happen. Let's not do that. Once was more than enough. So we had it done then before. I love the sound effects in this game. Somebody help. In broad daylight. The mouse supposed to be exceptionally strong. Ugly Amanda's in danger. What are you two doing? Aren't you gonna help him? Jade. What are you on for dinner? Huh? You say you cook nice and rare, you? Burger that's 70% pork and 30% lamb. Here's the texture. But we only have $50 between the two of us. That's not gonna happen, sadly. Alright, well, I'll pay for both of your dinners. Good. You're learning the right way to ask for help. Honestly. No. Oh dear. We'll make it. Attention, evil spirits. You don't want that sinewy old man. Just look at this juicy looking girl over here. Jade. Now look on your face. I love it. I'm trapped. Good job, Jade. I respectfully disagree. Yes, my man. Spirit exercise. Hell yeah. Go, go, go. Is that ball of spirit? It took on a human form. Let's go. What up? You turned him into jelly again. And no, we'll get dinner later, but it doesn't hurt to have a snack. That thing next to you is an evil spirit. Why is it helping you? I brand evil spirits and assimilate them. And I can spit them out later and make them fight for me. Nice. This for an RPG, you would most definitely be a villain. Is the elderly man alright? Lily, I'd like to have some jellied ghosts. Thank you, but no. County house. Yeah, we know where we are. I love how they walk. It's very fun for me. Cenotaph? For the children who died of starvation. Thank you so much. What luck. You're a professional exorcist, are you not? Not me, but these two are. You seem to know a thing or two about our profession. See this monument here? It's a cenotaph I set up with a master exorcist 12 years ago for the children who died of starvation. Would you mind telling us more? There was a terrible famine in this area a long time ago. Many children were abandoned here and starved to death. The spirits were bound in this area, and their vindictiveness grew over the decades. Finally, it reached a breaking point 13 years ago. Their vengeance consolidated into the spirit of a single boy and made him into a powerful evil spirit. Because he was abandoned as a child, he went around people's homes every night and tapped on their windows, begging to be let in. His nightly visits drove his victims to mental exhaustion. Eventually, he cut off their heads and ate their bodies. In just 1 year, he killed quite a number of people. Well, this sounds familiar. And the other children who haunted these parts are no longer the same people they were in life, but merely vengeful spirits bound to the human world by their vindictiveness. The master exorcist realized that this wasn't a job for the police, so he came to the mountain to perform the exorcism himself. But once the master defeated the boy, the hate and resentment shifted to the ghost of another child. The master defeated the new one, a different child took its stead. I see what you mean. That kind of evil spirit is actually what... Oh my god, I can't read. What the fuck? Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. What was I reading? I see what you mean. That kind of evil spirit is actually one colony. We can't beat him completely unless we destroy the twisted spirits of all the children who starved to death in this mountain. This is like some boss of an RPG, or JRPG. Their master was too old to help each child move on one by one. So we had to build this cenotaph to seal them away. It was long after that the master passed away. But a few days ago, someone broke the cenotaph. So that's what Sally broke. Good job, Sally. This is your fault. So it was just this part right here that broke. Oh god, I did it again. Why am I dumb? I'm like not thinking clearly. I'm like elderly. Fuck! I did it again. Kill me. And now we're leaving. Oh, that's the boyfriend. And Bruce is gonna die. Good for him. Let's summarize what we know. Ages ago, in Hill Poly, a bunch of children were abandoned and left for dead. After they died, their thirst for vengeance got concentrated in the spirit of one boy. The boy beheaded lots of people and ate their bodies. That was 13 years ago. Ultimately, an exorcist sealed the boy away using that cenotaph we saw in the mountain. That boy is most definitely the Cannibal boy. I love this rose tint that he has. It's beautiful. A few days ago, Marty went to bury Sally's past boyfriend's things in the mountain. He forced Sally to accompany him, and Sally ended up breaking the cenotaph. After that, something resembling Marty started coming to Sally's window in the middle of the night to tap on the window, just like the Cannibal boy. And Marty insisted that it wasn't him. And Sally visited Marty's house and disappeared. Plus, there was a murder this week, where the victim was decapitated and her body went missing. So what on earth could happen? It's all very confusing. Could it be that Marty is copying the Cannibal boy? All the victims had different descriptions of the Cannibal boy before they died. Why? Well, isn't an evil spirit capable of manipulating different people by possessing them? Perhaps that happened to Marty? Now that's an interesting hypothesis. We don't have any decisive information yet. I won't jump to conclusions. But now let's eat some dinner to recuperate. And then we go back. Do it again. Steak really is best cooked rare. Not eating again. I really don't mind treating the both of you to dinner. When evil spirits are attacking that old man, you need to prioritize saving him. A professional exorcist, after all. Exactly why we expect compensation for our services. If you're good at something, you never do it for free. But people's lives are priceless, and it only costs you a meal to save a priceless life. Doubt you'll ever find a better deal. I love hers. That's not what I mean. Lily, you're a good person. Being good isn't going to save anyone, not even yourself. Is he talking from experience? It was reckless for you to rush over to that old man like an idiot. If we hadn't been there, 2 fools would have died on the mountain today. Oh, don't be so harsh, Brucey. As foolish as she was, Lily was the perfect decoy. That old man would have died otherwise. And what you just said isn't harsh. And it was quite reckless of me. Anyway, you might be up against an ever unpredictable Cannibal boy. Be aware of your surroundings. I'll try my best. I can't even protect myself. I'm dragging everyone else down. There's no need to feel inferior. Jade, your determination to find Sally will surely bear fruit. I do hope so. What kind of fruit? Oh, but what kind of fruit I get to decide. We have to go to Marty's house tomorrow. Let's call it an early night. Apparently there's a place nearby called Foothill B&B. It was $100 a night for a twin room with breakfast. Lily, can you split a room with Jade? Certainly. What about you, Brucey? I can sleep by the roadside. Why? If you don't mind me offering, why don't I lend you the money? Because that won't be necessary. What? I got you to pay for 2 of our meals because you owed us twice. But now that account is settled, so I can't take anything from you. Not even if it's a loan. But don't mind him. He's stubborn about his own principles. And that's why we're always broke. Or maybe you would rather sleep with Brucey than with me. No, not at all. And it's settled. Oh, don't worry. I'll be very gentle tonight. What? I'm gonna go to the register and buy another cutlery set. There's a silver table knife in there. Aw, what am I, an evil spirit? I purchased the knife. Let's get going to our lodgings. Okay, that girl means business. Better watch out if you don't want to get stabbed. Would like to enter? No. Is it Foothold B&B? Yes! After bidding Brucey goodnight, we settled into the B&B. We took turns showering and went to bed early. Having trouble sleeping. I'm not used to staying out overnight. Haven't you ever gone on trips with friends? I wasn't shy. Sally's my first friend, and I didn't meet her until college. And how'd you get to know her? We're doing a group project together in a freshman biology course. One day a blood mobile came to campus. I went to donate blood and happened to run into Sally, so we chatted for a bit. Why? What? You have negative B-type blood too. We have a new transfusion. I can count on you. I certainly hope that won't ever be necessary. What are things you like to do in your free time? I like to play JRPGs. As that was not blood drive. No way. Which ones have you played? We talked about all kinds of JRPGs, from AAA to indie games. I'm dying. After that, we started chatting all the time, became best friends. She also introduced me to her club and encouraged me to meet more people. Sally turned my life around. I wonder what kind of club it is. Sally's mother thought it was full of oddballs. I see. Well, common interests are great for shaping friendships. Actually, to me, Sally is much more than just a friend. I know. I can read your mind, remember? I didn't have the courage to tell her because I was scared of ruining our friendship. I thought as long as her boyfriend made her happy, it was fine. Fuck! But Marty failed to protect her. Oh my, I'm sorry. I've been talking about myself this whole time. Not just about you anymore, Lily. See, you have another friend here, right by your side. You don't have to bear all of this yourself. We can rescue Sally together. Jade. Actually, I'm not really sure I can think of you as a friend. Hey, what? That's really sweet of you, but I'm very sorry. Jeez, don't apologize. Oh, fine. I would never fit to make friends anyway. I believe of Naya, though. Don't you have friends of the same faith? Like I said, I'm not a believer. I simply had the ability to hear the conversation between the deities outside of the world ever since I was a child. So I get to live a life of thrill and apprehension. Not apprehension, because the deities are always watching us from above. A little like that, but not quite. Let me use a JRPG analogy to help you understand. Long ago, there was a princess. Her beauty was such that the Dark Lord coveted her and captured her for his own. In order to save her, a brave hero set out on a quest with the priestess as her companion. They went through a lot of adventures and at long last managed to defeat the Dark Lord. So what do you think happens after that? Doesn't the hero and the princess live happily ever after? After? No. What happens is that the player should send the RPG because the fun is over. I thought you meant what happened to the characters. But that is what happens to the characters. Their world would be shut down, wouldn't it? I suppose. The priestess alone realized this would happen, and she became determined to make the world as fun as it could possibly be. To be honest, I was too sleepy to really understand what Jade meant. I tried to keep listening, but at some point I just fell asleep. What a dick. Lily. Hurry, I need help. The voice is Sally. It's so cold in here. Please come and get me out. Sally. A dream? Lily, let me in. That's Sally. Why? You stupid bitch. Oh no. You open the window. You can't possibly be Sally. Who are you? Are you the Cannibal boy? Cannibal boy's fingers moved to slash Lily's neck. In the nick of time, Jade pulled Lily away. Are you okay? He gently hugged Lily's delicate hand and looked down to make sure she was not hurt. Yes? I never noticed how tall Jade is. Hey! Oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot about you. I see now. You mimic the appearance of the victim's acquaintances to get them to open the window. That is that the victim's accounts of the boy are always different. Why do you want to kill people, though? The villagers chose to abandon us. We want revenge. But you realize we're not the villagers. Maybe. But you're dating my friends, Johan and Marge. Those two evil spirits were encountered at Mount Candy House. The boy straightened his fingers, prepared to strike with his hands again. A slash her throat from the left. She dodged it. I'll buy some time while you send Brucey a message. Boy came, help. This is marked as red. Thank goodness. How dare you ignore me? Don't get distracted. That. No. No. I pushed Lily away in time. The cost of her right arm. Hey, Jade. Out of my way. He's gonna kill Jade. Be aware of your surroundings. Brucey, you guys see a way out of this mess. You're there. I'm the one you want to kill. I will once I deal with this hag. Jane and Brucey weren't planning on doing anything to your two friends. I asked them to do it. What? He has a habit of straightening his fingers before striking with them. Here's my advantage for the moment of counterattack using. Ah! But I'm a spirit. How's just cut me? His knife is made out of silver. I glanced at the knife and noticed the tip had turned black. It's a black stain. It'll still work against the evil spirit. I'll only do this time. I suppose one slash wasn't quite enough. It was just prepared for the blow to come. Then the boy's fingers didn't quite reach her. Yes, my man! Shout out to my man! It saw that the hand had the boy's arm in a firm grip. Mercy. Not bad for first attempt at an exorcism. Why'd you all keep touching me? Ah! Ah! It says now. I don't think so. Oh no. Bruce's fist hung in midair, unable to deal the final blow. And now the boy was mimicking his lover. Bruce's dead boyfriend. Son of a... Ha ha! His evil eye can't move. The boy straightened out his fingers and placed them up against the most vulnerable part of Bruce's neck. Brucey. Any more jokes up your sleeve? No. Oh, someone who does. My arm, it hurts. Out of nowhere, sharp violent pain erupts from the boy's right arm. Almost as if it had been severed. It hurts, doesn't it? Tomorrow night, I'll be back to kill you all. He got away. Out back to Mount Candy House, where those evil spirits dwell. Ugh. You see, Jade needs help. Don't worry, if she dies, she'll just become an evil spirit that torments people. Not much of a change, if you ask me. Besides, I won't let her die. He stood up beside Jade and leaned his face down toward hers. The person whose arm is chopped off needs mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Next moment, Brucey spat out a torrent of spirits. Ew. The spirits wormed their way into Jade's mouth and wiggled out from her shoulder, materializing like countless tentacles spreading from her gaping wound. Nicole squirmed and crawled over to the severed arm on the floor and dove in. They dragged the arm back, eventually pulling the limb back into Jade's shoulder. They reattached the arm. You're alright. Jade swung her right arm around a few times if it had never been chopped off. I'm totally fine. I actually take damage from Brucey sometimes. After all, I know he can fix me up. Wait, those spirits Brucey just spat out. That's right. Evil spirits are ingested and assimilated. Free of artificial additives. These two are much more like evil spirits. Hey Jade, I'm so sorry. What would have happened if I hadn't let my guard down? Hey, say that. Friends go for each other, okay? Thank you. Lily, I won't let anyone pluck you until the time comes for you to bloom. Or did the little punk tarnish my memories? I'll skin him and eat his flesh. But did for someone you loved. I'd possibly harm him. I admit I was upset earlier, but next time there will be no mercy. God, Jade took out her phone. Jade, Brucey. I figured out Marty's address. It's number NNSSSSS Street, Parrot City. He's sitting right next to Footville. Lucy, can you go to the top of Mount Candy House tomorrow? There's a certain evil spirit that's just asking for to get his face burned off, along with all of his evil spirit friends. Aw, yay! I'm so ready for this. Is that really necessary? Sometimes you have to be cool for the sake of your loved ones. And if he thinks you can use my boyfriend's face and get away with it, he's so very wrong. But he has the evil eye. How do we deal with that? Marty has an Azar on hand, though he got it from me in the first place. That should prove effective. So, I was wrong about Marty. There's a cannibal boy who went to Sally's house, stepped in the window, and even pretended to be Marty, so Sally didn't know who to trust anymore. Sally, please be safe. I think with this, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. So, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.